Well, hello everyone. This is not Obese the Prophet. This is Justin Martin. Obese is on his way. He's at a video shoot tonight. He's getting some night shots, so he's on his way home. He's going to join us as soon as he arrives home. So to start off the show tonight, it'll just be me solo. We do have an excellent guest tonight by the name of XL. So welcome to my boy XL. Good
What's
evening.
up, guys? What's up, man? How are you? It's nice to be here.
Thanks for showing up.
Of course, dude. No problem at all. So, hey, as you already said, the name is XL. I'm a rapper from Salem, Massachusetts. I've been rapping. I've been rapping pretty much my whole life. But when I started writing my own stuff and recording it, I probably started writing poems and stuff back in like 2014, 2015. And I started actually recording them and looking into actually rapping 2017. My very first track dropped October 21st, I want to say. It was about Salem, Massachusetts. So that's a very special song. Very cringy now if I listen to it, but very, very special place in my heart because without the song Trials, I might not have done anything. You know, as far as the name, you know, I've had a lot of people ask me like, "Yo, why do you call yourself XL?" And it's a very, very simple question for me. It's very, you can use the term XL 100 million different ways. I wanted something that's very relatable to myself, and my name is Alex, so it's literally just my name backwards minus the A.
Okay.
And then also I wanted something 2 syllables, because if you were an audience chanting, you know, XL, like that comes off the tongue nice, you know, like that's it's a good chanting name. And also, I suffer and have suffered severely bad from depression, anxiety, and a lot of bullshit. You know, a lot of things that people go through on the daily, and I'm just trying every single day to excel past those.
There you go.
You know, I think when I make it successfully, it's an easy sponsorship with me and Microsoft. You know, I wear an XL t-shirt most of the time, like literally the size. So it's multi-purpose for me. XL could mean fast. So I'm like, fuck, we rap fast, 100 motherfucking miles an hour. You know, like that's just, it's multi-purpose and it's just very meaningful to me. I'm actually planning on getting it tattooed right here.
Okay.
That's a goal. Actually, well, I'm just financially trying to get there at the moment, but that's the goal right now is just to get it tattooed. Not for being self-conceited or nothing, but it's just whenever I feel like quitting, whenever I feel down on myself, whenever I start beating myself up more than I know for a fact I should, I'll always have it imprinted right there that this is one of the biggest reasons I don't give up is because of what I created. You know, this is real. And I want it to be there forever with me.
No doubt. Would that be your first tattoo?
No, so my first one is this one.
Okay.
I don't know how you can see it because I'm looking to it with the opposite way, but it's supposed to be a dying rose. Now,
okay.
I got that, and I got that on my neck because to me, it just symbolizes like, don't take anything for granted because even the most beautiful things can come to an end. So I've always thought I got inspired by that, by the dying rose emoji. Actually, it's always been one of my favorite emojis for that reason. And it's true, you know, like I've seen the greatest people fall down to nothing. I've seen the richest people become broke. I've seen, you know, the greatest relationships come to an end. 20-year marriages end. Like, what the fuck, dude? How does that even... I can swear, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Yeah,
we encourage it, actually.
Like, 20-year marriages come to an end. Like, that's fucked. So, I feel like us as humans, me especially, like, growing up, I took a lot of shit, you know, for, I think, advantage. I didn't really I guess, respect all the stuff I had, whether it be friendships or anything. I didn't know what the fuck was up. I was young. I'm still young, but I just learned over the course of time to really just love the things you have now, because you might not always have them.
No doubt.
I think I really learned that in 2014 when my grandmother died. That's really when shit hit the fan for me, and I was just actually, I would say 2014. Yeah, 2014 is probably where I really started writing. Her passing is what led to a new beginning for me. As shitty as that is, I'm just trying to make it as such a positive name. I don't want to be seen as oh, XL, he was on the news for shooting up a fucking club, or he smacked a hooker in the face, or whatever the fuck. He was seen speaking derogatory towards people. No, I don't want that. I want the name XL to mean something to people. I don't quite know what I want that meaning to be just yet, but I do know that I fight for the smaller people. For people who feel like they don't have a voice, or people that are just so depressed that they can't get out of bed, or they're just so anxious that they ask me all the time, bro, were you scared going up on stage for the first time? Are you scared to do this? Are you scared fuck yeah, I'm fucking scared, but I do it. And then the reaction you get from it is quite empowering, whether it's negative or positive, or if the reaction's nothing. I've done concerts where there's sometimes people just on their phones, and my goal is to get them off their fucking phones and start paying attention, because there's nothing better than when you have someone like this at a concert, and then they hear you rap or you say something in a song and they go, there is nothing better than that feeling when they put their phone down.
Oh shit, what did he say?
Yeah, whoa, I like that, or I'm a fan of that, bro, what? And then then all of a sudden their texting turns into Shazamming, or turns into Snapchats, or turns into
Spotify.
Yeah.
Seeing what else you got out there.
It's crazy. It's literally the coolest thing ever, and I wish everybody could experience that.
You say you started with poetry. Clearly it was sparked by a tragic event in your life. Can you speak more about the poetry? What were the things you were writing about?
So they're actually very, very simple. They were just emotion based. So my biggest thing was I wanted to self-inflect on who I was as a person, the emotions I was feeling. Growing up, I was always told, I was raised by my grandparents. I never had a dad growing up. I don't even really know who he is. I'm actually going to move this right here. I think the lighting is much better. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. So they literally were just emotion based. So I would take a piece of paper. I would write, the title of my poem would be an emotion. So it would just angry, sad, happy, excited, fucking seductive. And the whole page, it wouldn't go much past a page or two, but the whole page would just be something dedicated to that emotion. So then I could reflect on how I am when I feel that emotion. And I came to realize that when I'm angry, that's when I'm the most, I feel like probably like most people, but I'm the most straightforward. I'm the most manipulative, and just overall aggressive, obviously.
Yeah. So how did that poetry turn into rapping?
I've always been a fan of rap. Rap was my shit. When I first ever heard Lil Wayne was probably the first rapper I want to say I ever heard. Because as I said, I was raised by my grandparents, so they weren't out. My aunt and my grandmother were not playing rap music in the house. So me going to school, I would hear a lot of different things. But then I heard Lil Wayne, and I was like, ooh, I kind of like how that sounded. And then I heard Drop the World, or no, It was one of these two songs. I can't remember. It was either "Smack That" by Akon featuring Eminem, or a Lil Wayne song featuring whoever, and then also, "Drop the World." "Drop the World" blew my fucking mind, bro. I would say "Drop the World" is when I really became like a rap fan. That song, I was just growing up. I was a very angry kid, but I never expressed my anger. I'm like, I hold it in. I'm like a ticking time bomb. So I never started fights in school. I was the one to break them up. I'm surprised that some of the shit I said didn't get me into fights, but I was very good at infusing arguments, but I was also very good at defusing them. I like to, spark a fire, put it out, spark a fire, put it out. What can I say? And plus, I'm into zodiacs a little bit. I'm not like one of those extremists that's like, well, I can't go outside today because my zodiac day says a Scorpio should not be in the sun. No, but I fuck with zodiacs. Like I like the whole concept, and they just, from everything I've read, they're very pinpoint accurate to who I am as a person, and I'm a Scorpio. So I'm a very for people who don't know me, I usually say I'm a very stereotypical Scorpio. I don't really believe in stereotypes, but when it comes to that, I'm all about it. Like, it's just true. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, I'm a Scorpio to a fucking T. And it's great. I love it. I embrace the fuck out of it. I want to get a scorpion tattooed on me somewhere.
There you go.
That's gonna be yeah. I always had this like extreme idea for a tattoo. It's one that I'm never gonna get, but it's this fucking crazy idea, right?
Let's hear it.
So, I want to get like bulk. Okay, this tattoo has to work on someone that's bulk. I want a whole scorpion on the pec here.
Yeah.
And then the tail wraps around the neck, stinging you in the throat, meaning every word you speak is venom. Love it. I would never get it, but I love it.
Yeah, that's a sick idea.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna bring in Obese. He's finally home, and here he is.
Yo,
there's the man of the hour.
What's up?
Yo. So what's up? I was listening there. Crazy ass fucking tattoo stories. Speaking of Venom, did you tell him that you had your Venom tattoo on your leg?
Yeah. So I'm a big Venom fan, as you can tell behind me.
Oh yeah.
But I got one on the leg. I got a nice Venom tat on my leg. Shout out to Mike Gorman.
Fuck out.
Dark Harbor, up in Portland.
Get the fuck out.
That's super sick.
We got the other guest is here too with us. I think if we want to just
live on a
introduce
podcast
Isaiah Khan, bring him on.
Okay, yeah, I saw he popped in earlier, but he didn't have the video, so I wasn't sure if he was.
All right, well, let's bring him in and let him do an introduction real quick. It looks like he's lagging a little bit, but let's see what we got.
I'm sitting here trying to turn on my microphone and turn on my shit, and it's not working.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear us?
I'm trying.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I hear you now. Yeah.
All right. Like I said, I've been trying to turn on my mic and my camera for a minute. You know what I'm saying, to pop into this live, but it's been
everything
hit and
is
miss.
working.
So
yeah, we got you now.
Yeah.
Y'all got me now. It is a blessing. Thank you guys for having me. Thank you so much for having me on your show. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate being here. I didn't want to interrupt old boy because he was in the middle of a story. So
yeah, no,
I was actually just as invested as the rest of y'all. So
yeah. So anyway, so let's bump into your artist introduction while we got you here, and we just fresh off of XL's introduction. Let's hear a little bit about how you got your name, how you came about, how you started out in this whole hip hop game.
All right. Well, what's good, world? My name is Isaiah Khan. I've actually been doing this shit going on 16, 17 years now. Yeah, man, it's been a hot minute. I originally started because I hung out with a lot of rappers, and I never considered myself one, but I've always had an acumen for music. And one day I I was in the studio with a couple of cats, and they were rapping. They were having a hard time finishing a verse, and I ended up helping them. And no bullshit, they just looked at me and were like, "Bro, why don't you try rapping?" And the next day, I wrote my first full verse, and I guess the rest is kind of history. But how I got my name, Isaiah Khan. So that's a whole nother story. I'm originally from Austin, Texas. You know what I'm saying? I'm basically born and raised out here. At the time, I didn't really have a name. Like, I had a hard time because, you know, I didn't really feel like anything suited me. So I went out to Vegas and I was fucking with a bunch of different cats. And I remember one night I ended up out at this bar with this underground record label at the time. And they pulled me to the side and they told me, "Hey, yo, we're going to put together a cypher out back in the parking lot. We want you to just go out there and show out. You want to be signed, you want to be down with our label, just show us something." So they took me in the parking lot and they put me in the cypher, and I ended up eating some shit. And by the end of it, they pulled me to the side again and they were like, "Yo, that was dope. What's your name?" And I was like, "Well, I don't really have one." At the time, I was going by That Guy because I was just that guy.
That guy.
You know, exactly. I was that guy. You know what I'm saying? The one that nobody really knew, but everybody fucking knew of. And I remember one of the label heads for this underground label looked at me. He was like, "You know, that's cool and all, but I always thought it'd be cool if somebody called themselves Icon, like little I, Khan, like Genghis. I thought that shit would be dope." And I thought about it for a second, and I was like, iPod, Icon. And that's kind of, from there, I just kind of ran with it. How Isaiah came about was, I have a son, and his name is Marcus Isaiah. So I didn't like going by Icon. I felt like that was too cocky. Felt like that was too arrogant. So I wanted to make it an actual name. Like, instead of K. Dot going by K. Dot, he went by Kendrick Lamar. Instead of J. Cole going by Jermaine, he went by J. Cole. I can't get away with that. So fuck it. Isaiah Khan was born.
I dig that.
And 15 years later, here we are.
I actually have a question.
I have an answer.
You might have an answer. So you said this record label was an underground record label at the time. Do you know if they still are around or if they've blown up?
Fuck no. Nah, them niggas flopped, bro.
Oh, all right. I didn't know. Yo, you said at the time. I'm thinking to myself, like, bro, what is this, Def Jam? Like, I don't know.
So to be honest, like, I've actually been signed to at least 4 different underground rap labels, and every fucking one of them has failed. Every one of them for different reasons or another. That one where I got my name, they failed because they had like 17 different artists, and every one of us had a shit contract except for one guy. His name was Sharpie, and he was absolute trash. Like, and I don't say that like to be arrogant or cocky or anything. I'm not comparing my skill to his, but it's just like any hip hop head who would have listened to him. I'd rather listen to Tekashi. I'd rather listen to Lil Pump than to listen to Sharpie.
Jesus Christ, bro!
Yeah.
I would rather listen to a dog bark for 5 hours than listen to Lil Pump.
I'd rather listen to my transmission blow up. Like I'd rather listen to nails on a chalkboard.
I can't stand Lil Pump, dude. Oh my god, bro. When that Gucci Gang bullshit came out, I was like, why the fuck are you people listening to this? Now, I will say that the music video was kind of cool. Dude, the Tiger, I ain't even gonna front. The Tiger was kind of dope. But fuck, dude, that song was so stupid.
I'll say this about Pump and Tekashi, as like, cause I like to consider myself a hip hop purist. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on A Tribe Called Quest, Wu-Tang Clan. Like, I grew up on classic hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So listening to Pump and Tekashi, it's like, y'all are trash. I'll give them the respect though, because
hell yeah,
they've done something. Obviously, you and I, sir, are still working out, and that's figuring out their marketing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I always say that. I always say I respect every single. I actually tweeted this a long fucking time ago. If you search my Twitter somehow, you'll find it. I respect every. And I think Facebook too. I respect every single artist, whether I like or dislike their music, because they accomplish something I'm trying to accomplish.
I'm trying to do. Whether or not I respect them as a lyricist, I respect them as a businessman, and at least you've done what I'm trying to do. Now, honestly, bro, I was listening to you when you were talking to old boy a second ago, and I want to work with you. Like, you and I, we have a lot of the same like purpose for why we make music. We want to help people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tell my story. Like, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this out there. My name's Isaiah Khan. I am a raging alcoholic. I'm not gonna say recovering because I'm drinking. I am a raging alcoholic. I have a drug problem. I got issues, and my music reflects all of that. Like, my music is quite literally a recovery guide. You feel me? Like, the entire purpose of my music is for the cats like us, who, the outcasts, you know what I'm saying? The people that everybody expects to lose. You know what I'm saying? Nobody expects us to win, man. Nobody expects us to make shit of ourselves. But we got the talent, the drive, and the determination, and the experience to at least tell our story, and maybe, just maybe, somebody else will relate to it and be a little bit better because of it.
Oh yeah, I respect that, and yo, man, I'm with it. I'd love to hear something. That'd be cool.
I mean, I'd love to hear something of yours, bro. Like, just listening to you talk has my interest. Like, it makes me want to work with you.
I very fucking much appreciate that. Well, to give you some little insight, I was heavily inspired by, obviously, Eminem. Lil Wayne was a major inspiration for me. Growing up, I always admired how people freestyle, because freestyling was always something very difficult for me. When I would hear like Biggie freestyle, I was like, bro, how the fuck are you doing that? Or Tupac, I'm like, how are you saying these words? And like, how are you doing that? Still to this day, bro, when people freestyle and it's hard as shit, I'm like, the fuck?
Bro,
like,
how the fuck? I take it personally.
Sometimes me too. I'm like, bro, why the fuck? Like, if I was writing, I could say that, but say it better. How the hell are you saying that off the dome? Like,
off the top, like, have you heard of J. Cole's Hot 98.7 fucking freestyle? Like,
I have,
bro. His shit almost made me quit rapping. Like no bullshit. Like, I sit here, I'm gonna be so honest. I had to actually stop and listen to something K-Dot say. He was like, man, honestly, when I listen to these cats, I used to get offended and I used to take it like, I can't do that. But now I'm at this point where it's like, no, fuck that. I am better than you. And I'm not here to pull any more fucking punches. Like, I'm gonna prove to you motherfuckers that I'm better than you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But K-Dot's prophecy, talk to me, man.
Let's move to strange news, because I got some shit out of Florida, and my cousin was just down there, and I want to talk about it. And it's weed related, and since I just recently quit weed altogether, I want to talk about it, because Florida usually makes our strange news. We got a lot of strange news every week. We do strange news, so I don't know if you have anything, Justin, but I got this story about a Florida bride and a caterer got together, and they laced all the wedding food with cannabis without telling.
I saw that.
You saw that? Okay. So I'm going to share the screen right now so we can kind of follow along. But so we got Florida bride and caterer laced the wedding food with cannabis. Obviously, this is one way to throw a party that people will remember for years to come, or maybe they won't remember it. I don't know.
Yeah, hopefully they remember it.
But
no, they won't.
You probably shouldn't share your love for psychoactive substances with guests, and you definitely shouldn't do it without asking them first. However, bride and caterer from Florida, of course this happened in Florida, clearly demo. The two are facing felony charges now for lacing the food served at a wedding with copious amounts of weed. So others who had no experience with weed, however, didn't really appreciate being drugged against their will. A few of them even threw up, and several thought they were about to die. At least nobody will forget about the wedding anytime soon, right? So everything had gone well. The catering service rolled out the food with gusto. They included meatballs, lasagna, Caesar salad, bread with
ate it with gusto.
Everything. So soon after, things took a turn for the weird. Many guests started experiencing bizarre, unexplainable symptoms, and one of them, Jeffrey Belmont, told the Washington Post he sampled much of the food that was served. All of a sudden, he reported he was feeling weirdly tingly and fidgety. He's like, "Are we stoned now?" Everybody was laughing. They were high as a kite. They said.
So basically, what we're reading here, what we're hearing here, is that somebody did to a group of people in Florida what happened at the end of what was it? How High?
Right.
And Redman threw the rest of that weed into the fucking fireplace and just got everybody high as shit.
They pulled the move right out of there and fucking just was like, you know what, we're gonna do this. And I like it, but I don't. I feel 50-50 on it. You know what I mean? Like, because if it happened to me, I do want to know beforehand. I gotta kind of be prepared, especially for edibles. It's not the same. However,
Prophecy.
I think it's hilarious.
Prophecy, you're a stoner, right?
Yeah.
Like you smoke.
I mean, I quit smoking like on a couple fucking weeks ago now. I quit using. I'm 100% sober. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do none of that.
Hey, man.
Cigarettes.
Fucking.
I don't do that. Dude. It was fucking with my health, so I had to stop. And I'm going through a time in my life where I'm gonna start with a personal trainer. I'm gonna start getting in shape, and I'm gonna start doing jujitsu and all this other shit. Because there's a Gracie Fighter Jiu-Jitsu right down the street from my house. Guy Sean Spaney used to be in the UFC, although he didn't have many matches, but he was in the UFC for a little bit. He's the guy over there. So I want to get into that, and I've been trying to watch what I eat, but I was allergic to weed. So for me, I would smoke weed and I'd have asthma issues and things like that, and it would carry on through the night. When I'm trying to sleep, I'd wake up in the middle of the night coughing, wheezing. I was just fucking tired of it, and I was having problems with my heart, the anxiety it would give me, even though I thought I had it under control. It was something I couldn't control. So I just decided to stop cold turkey like I do with everything in my life. And I've been down. I've fucking have done drugs. Don't get me wrong. I've done plenty of drugs in my life. But my period of doing drugs, like the time frame was from when I was like 17, 18, 19, 20 up to like when I was like 22, 23 years old. So it wasn't a long period. And then after that, it was just weed and drinking and cigarettes and shit. And I slowly stopped over the years, you know. So I just don't really feel a need for it anymore. I don't know. It's weird, but
obese. How old are you now, my G?
I'm gonna be 38 in September.
No shit.
What?
Yeah. I'm 37.
Okay, so I can't say the other rapper's name. I read your name, bro.
XL.
All
right. And I know Obese, before you got here, we had another dude talking to XL, bro. What's your name?
Justin.
That's my cousin.
So Justin, XL, Isaiah, and Obese.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure. I don't want to be out here fucking looking stupid, calling y'all motherfuckers by the wrong names. But Obese, honestly, what I wanted to tell you was, bro, everything that you've done, like to overcome those addictions, that's honestly everything why I make music for. Like I have drowned in my alcoholism and I've drowned in my drug addictions, just so that when I write my music, it's actually coming from a real place, you know what I'm saying, of not just addiction, but overcoming the addiction, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna sit here in front like I don't have an alcohol problem right now while I'm sitting here talking to you. I ain't gonna sit here in front like I don't have a fucking cocaine problem while I'm sitting here talking to you. I'm gonna be 1,000 with you. My name's Isaiah Khan. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, no, I was into drugs heavy, man. Like I was literally sleeping in the fucking park. I'd go to sleep in a park or on somebody's fucking steps after doing coke all day, ecstasy, drinking, and then I'd wake up the next day and just
do it all over again.
Go to the studio and just start it all over again at one point. I used other things as a crutch to kind of help me quit certain things. Like I moved away from everything in 2008. I moved away, far away from everybody that I knew, and I just started smoking a lot of weed. And I still had my cigarettes and everything. I still drank, and then eventually it just happened. I was like, I'm gonna quit smoking cigarettes, you know, because this shit sucks. And I was like, whatever. And so then I did that cold turkey. And then a couple years later, my wife got Graves' disease and really couldn't drink anymore. So I'm like, perfect. And if you can't drink, I won't drink. We don't need to drink. Fuck it. And then I just really smoked heavy. So that really was like my crutch for a while. And food too, what ended up being like a crutch for me too. So, but now it's
How's
like
your
I
wife
got the
doing?
willpower to do shit, and I'm in school. I'm full time back in fucking school, going for my bachelor's in fine arts, University of Maine. So being able to set goals and achieve them for me is something that I think helps me push through shit. And realizing that I have the power to set the goals and achieve them, I think really helps. Was one of the reasons I'm like, I'm just gonna quit smoking weed. It was like before 420, like a week or two before 420. I'm like, it's gonna be difficult, it's gonna be hard, especially that first week. And it still is. Some
Yeah.
days I'm like, I'm lost without it, like because I would wake up and smoke, and I'd smoke every hour or two. I'd be out smoking weed, blah blah blah. And now it's like when I can't, I'm like, the fuck. Some things were not as enjoyable. I can't play Call of Duty. I'm like, I gotta smoke before I play, or make a beat. I gotta smoke before I make a beat. And now it's like I'm trying to kind of relearn that.
Like, bro, in all reality, fucking weed is the most addictive, non-addictive drug there is out there. Because it's like for guys like us who just get accustomed to smoking like that. It's not that we're addicted to it. It's just we get so used to the cushion between us and reality that weed provides. Like weed just really it makes the reality of the shitty parts of life so much easier to deal with.
Stress relief, it really just helps. Stress relief, really, for me. It was like I'd get stressed out, or I knew I had a stressful situation, I'd smoke. Or if I wanted to be creative, I thought I had to smoke to do that. And I'm realizing now I don't have to, so. But I'm not against it. That's the thing. I'm not against drug use in general. Like, I don't care if people use drugs unless they're bothering me. Like, then it becomes an issue. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to fucking sit in your house and smoke meth and crack and do all these drugs, I don't give a shit. You just don't bother me.
As long as you're handling your business, your bills are paid, your kids are fed, and your shit is taken care of, and you're not bugging me, I don't give a shit. You could be smoking crack, bro. Like, I'm not the fucking one to...
The second you're keeping me up at night, or you're fucking, being crazy all the time around me and my house or my workplace or whatever,
or I have to... Or I have to worry about you stealing my shit, or I have to worry about you being, like, extra as fuck around my kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, other than that, dude, I don't give a shit what you do. Like, I just like you, I am fully with, I understand, like, as a recovering, I hate to admit that I'm a recovering drug addict, but as a recovering drug addict, it's like I understand the crutch that drugs are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like I do coke because I need it. It's not like I did all the drugs that I did because I needed it. I did the shit to quite literally just pad. Like, to soften the cushion, like to cushion what reality was.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would wake up in the morning and I would see my life for what it was, and I would see the reality and the struggle that I was about to deal with. And instead of choosing to face it like a man, I would take drugs and do my best to avoid it. And just like XL, and the reason why I want to fuck with XL just after listening to him, that's actually why I make music, is for the people like that. It's like, if you listen to a lot of my songs, man, like, I got a song called Breakthrough that's getting ready to come out. And Breakthrough, the entire purpose of it, 90% of the songs I write, I'm talking to myself. But if you listen to it, all I'm really saying, I'm telling myself, like, yo, you can overcome this. Yo, you've made it past this before.
Yeah,
I know you're struggling. I know you're going through a hard time right now, but you'll make it through this again. Like, if you really listen to any of my fucking music, you know what I'm saying, from SoundCloud, even from back in the day when I first started writing music, from my first song all the way till now, there's a continuing trend that I'm just trying to process my own pain and grief.
Right. Yeah, and I understand that. People have to go through things, you know what I'm saying? And some people deal with it certain ways and other people deal with it other ways. And there's a lot of generational trauma that is put onto kids, and it's hard to deal with. And when you're growing up, sometimes you don't even notice it till you get older, that things in your life had caused trauma, and then you don't know how to deal with it. Some people are the stigma of getting help and all that stuff is out there and whatever, but I totally, like I said, I'm not against people using drugs. I don't want to talk down about people that use drugs or anything. That's not really what I'm about. But for me, I just know, like, my personal experiences, I had to stop everything. And I love weed. Don't get me wrong. Like, I mean, I still got my bongs. I still got everything. It's like I can't. I just can't.
I
do
still
it anymore.
smoke weed to this day. You know what I'm saying? Of all the things that I've done, it's like, in all reality, I honestly couldn't see my life. Like, I couldn't see how I would process everything that I have to deal with on a daily basis as a man, as a recording artist, as an employee, just in general in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how I would handle it if I wasn't smoking weed, to be completely honest. Moving from Las Vegas to Texas was a fucking culture shock for me, because I grew up here in Texas, don't get me wrong. So I'm used to the fact that, you know, here in Texas, marijuana is completely fucking illegal.
Right.
Like,
yeah, it's bad.
If I get caught with this shit out here, my ass is going to jail.
Right.
I spent 10 years in Vegas, though, where it's like, if I don't have fucking 3 ounces on me, they don't give a shit. I can sit here and smoke a blunt on my patio, and my neighbor could call the cops. The cops will show up and they'll be like, "What did you do?" And I was like, "Well, I was sitting here smoking a blunt." Did you offer it to anybody under 21? No. Are you under 21? No. So why am I here?
Same way. Maine's been real lenient. It's been decriminalized for a long time. We've had medical marijuana since like '99.
Yeah, you're up in Maryland, right?
Maine, yeah, Maine.
But
yeah, it's real good out here. Like, for weed, like, anybody can fucking smoke weed. They don't care. It's like California. You could get a med card for whatever, but we got rec too. You know, so it's pretty fucking lenient for sure. Justin, you got any strange news from this week? Your visit trip down to Florida or what?
Yeah, I mean, I got a couple things here from maybe the past few weeks.
All right, well, let's hear it. Let's hear something.
Well, let me give you the first one, because we got talking about you know, fucking ourselves up. Here's an article about this. Just came out 2 weeks ago or so. Mm-hmm. Remember how we talked about when they found microplastics in human blood recently?
Yep.
Well, now they're finding it in the lungs of living people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's always nice. It's in the blood. It's in your lungs. It's everywhere. You can't get away from it.
Okay.
What is?
Microplastics.
So those minuscule, tiny pieces of plastic that you are so small your eyes can't see it. It's pretty much everywhere. The research that we're looking at now is done at the Hull York Medical School in England, and it was published recently, and it identifies plastic in the lungs of living people. And the plastics have previously been found in human blood recently, excrement, and in the depths of the ocean. Microplastics have previously been found in cadaver autopsy samples, and they didn't expect to find the highest number of particles in the lower regions of the lungs, especially how large they were. They've identified 12 types of microplastics, which are commonly found in bottles, packaging, clothing, and twine, along with other manufacturing processes. The microplastics included polyethylene, nylon, and resins. The study notes an increasing concern with the hazards that could come with ingesting and inhaling microplastics. So not only is it in our bloodstream, it's also in our lungs. So that means it's the only way it would be able to get into your lungs is if you breathe it in, obviously. Yep. So clearly it's floating out in the air, and we can't see it.
Plastic dust.
So let me ask you, Justin, just based on what you've read, do you feel like that's more of a threat to us than COVID? Or do you feel like we still need to prepare ourselves and protect ourselves from COVID more than microplastics in our air?
Well, I think COVID is on a downslope at this point, and we're kind of getting it under control. And barring any crazy shit, but microplastics really ain't going anywhere until we stop the plastics, and probably will just get worse and build up and build up. I mean, look at the fucking oceans. If oceans are any indication of what's happening in our bodies, I mean, it's heading back. That's all I gotta say.
I don't think it compares to, COVID. It's just another thing.
Right.
It's just another little thing we got to think about and deal with.
Yeah, just more shit for us to be afraid of and to have to fucking worry about.
Exactly.
It's just crazy.
Okay, so all right, let me ask all of you. I gotta know, because none of us like as this conversation has progressed, I see that all of us are pretty aware of society. So I have to know, how do y'all feel about, like, we're all in the States, so all of our COVID restrictions have been lifted and the pandemic, quote unquote, is at an end, right? I guess what I'm asking is, can I get y'all's opinion individually? Because Justin, I don't know where you are, but I know Obese
Boston.
you're in Boston. He's in Maine. XL, where are you at?
I'm Massachusetts. I'm out in Salem.
So all three of y'all are up in the Northeast, and I'm in the South. Okay, so I guess I know it's wild as shit. I guess I'm asking because we're all in different places. Like, how has it affected all of us, not just in our professional careers? Like, because I know, well, at least I don't know, but I'm going to assume that, like, you guys are somewhat like me in that we have our own day jobs and then we do this shit. You know what I'm saying?
COVID sucked with me personally horribly. Now,
How so, XL?
One, I had COVID. Like, I got COVID right when it was first popping off in like March, maybe April, somewhere around there. I got it. I was like one of the early people to get it. And I was born with severely bad asthma. It's very much under control now, but I had very bad asthma when I was a kid. And dude, I was this close to getting my inhaler out again. It was bad. Like,
Yeah.
at the time I lived with my aunt. She's 71. She got COVID as well because of me. So not only was I feeling shitty because of COVID, but then that was weighing on the back of my head. Like, if anything happens to her, this is because of me and blah, blah, blah. Thankfully, COVID did not affect her at all, really. It just felt like a cold, you know. She had her soup. She was watching her shows. She works for the school system. So due to this situation, the schools were shut down and everything, or beginning to shut down. So she was getting paid for it. So she was just sitting there watching her shows, having a good time. Like, I, on the other hand, was fucked. Like, I couldn't move. To get up to go to the bathroom was a hassle. Like, I was so out of breath. Like, I was profusely sweating on my forehead all the time. I had every single symptom listed on Google except diarrhea.
Real quick, XL, how tall are you?
6'2.5".
No shit. How much do you weigh?
I'm way overweight right now, but I probably weigh
don't. This isn't a judgment thing. I'm only asking these things so I can kind of get an idea as to how
my build
the pandemic and the virus affected somebody of your size. Because I'm 5'11", 6 foot on a good day. I weigh 145, 150 pounds. You know what I'm saying? And throughout this entire pandemic, throughout this entire thing, I haven't worn a mask in public. I've performed hundreds of shows in front of hundreds of people. You know what I'm saying? I damn near been shot 4 times. But the pandemic hasn't affected me the way other people have, the way it's affected other people. That's why I'm curious, and that's why I'm asking. You know
yeah, no worries. So at the time that I got COVID, I was much more in shape. I want to say I was maybe 217. I'd say 217, 220, somewhere around that area.
Right.
But it affected me.
That's a healthy weight.
It affected me health-wise, but it also affected me financially because I'm a server. So my restaurant, the restaurant I work for, got shut down. Or it didn't get shut down actually at first. Mine was one of those that stayed open, but nobody showed up at all. We did takeout only for like 5 fucking months. So for 5 months, I went from making like $40 an hour to minimum wage.
You work in a restaurant, so I'm guessing based on what you just said, you work in the kitchen. You're a cook, right?
I'm a server. No, well, I'm a cook and a server, but I prefer to serve.
But because you're a server, if nobody's coming into the fucking restaurant, you're not getting paid.
Yeah, I'm getting nothing. Yeah.
Like you servers live on that shit. So if nobody's in there, you're fucked.
Then I'm making nothing. Yeah. So it affected me like very negatively at the time. Thank God I still lived with my aunt, so I didn't have a shit ton of bills. I am unbelievably blessed to admit that. I didn't have a ton of bills to pay other than like my phone, groceries, and like some little household appliances. You know, she never, you know, anytime I had extra, I gave it to her. But at that time specifically, you know, she was very understanding, and I couldn't help but be grateful for that. Um, but yeah, me as a server, COVID fucked me like big time, just because of financial problems.
Okay, so now that like honestly, you're the best person for me to ask this question to because it affected you so dramatically. So now that a lot of the COVID restrictions are being lifted, now that you know, the country's kind of trying to get back to normal. Like, so me personally, I was an essential worker when this shit started, so it didn't affect me. Like when the shit hit, I got a piece of paper that told the police basically to fuck off. My money has been good the entire time because my job didn't get shut down. It picked up. That's why I'm really so curious. So I guess my question then is, now, as a construction worker, as somebody who was considered an essential employee, I didn't really get to feel the effect of the pandemic the way that a lot of people did, the way you did. Mm-hmm. So I guess my question is, how did you handle it between then and now that the fucking restrictions are starting to get lifted, and some like an employee like you who works in restaurants is able to get back to work? How does that change like how you live your life, I guess, how you promote your music, how you do things?
Well, when I got COVID, my restaurant was still open, but since I got COVID and since I lived with my aunt, I decided I didn't want to go back due to the fact that if I get COVID again and bring it back to her, who's to say that the second time around she'll survive it, or it won't affect her like it affected me the first time. So it wasn't even myself that I was worried about. It was literally all my aunt. So I accepted the Massachusetts COVID benefits, and all I did was I stayed in my room and I made music all fucking day. And it was great because I was getting paid like $600 a week, which is dog shit compared to what I was making as a server. But hey, $600 a week to work on music, and I get to keep my aunt safe, you know, like it was worth it. I didn't stay on it for too long like some people. Some people milk the fuck out of it. You know, sometimes I'm mad at myself for not milking it, but you know.
We milked it.
Like, so I'm gonna let you know, like you were honestly like 2 steps away from never having to work a regular job again. I don't know how much your rent and your cost of living is, but if I was making, if I personally, me myself was making $600 a week off of my music, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. My boss would be pissed off because I wouldn't give a fuck about his job. Like he could fire me, and he's gonna see in all of my effort that he can fire me, and I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm only doing that job at that point just to get the benefits. Like, you are literally like you're producing beats, right?
No, I buy all my beats. I buy the licenses for them. I do like to typically edit them from time to time, but I don't start to finish make them. Actually, right there, you can see I did a remix of the Back in Blood, so that was cool.
Yeah.
Yo, so we're gonna play some music now.
Okay.
What do you want to play first, XL? Back in Blood? We just talked about it.
Nah, yes. I'm not really actually.
No. Fuck him. I want to hear his shit. I want to hear Back in Blood. I want to hear whatever the fuck he thinks is his dopest shit.
Yeah, like, what is it?
My dopest thing, personally, my favorite or one of my favorite is This That, or Armageddon, or Divided.
No. Fuck all that. XL. Tell us what song of yours makes your dick hard. Like as an artist, I can tell you that I have one song that it doesn't matter what circumstance or how I'm feeling, I will always love performing this song. So tell me that song. I know you have one that is just like, it feels so good for you.
have
I
two.
don't give a shit about the popularity about it. I don't give a shit about the hype around it. I'm really just looking for what you feel is your best shit, like as an artist, because everything I've heard from you as a person has made me want to fuck with you as an artist, if that makes sense.
I have two dick hard songs.
Give them
I'm gonna
to me.
have to say it's very, very hard between Need a Break and Zero Limitations.
What do you want to start with, though, Beast?
Zero Limitations.
All right.
But that's me.
We got zero limitations. None of you will stop us. I promise that we will make it. 0, we got zero limitations. Building our catalog with all this emulation. 0, we got zero limitations. Moving through the system of music and much patience. 0, we got zero limitations. None of you will stop us. I promise that we will make it. Working 9 to 5, typical lifestyle. Nah, it's not for me. I'm trying to be as big as trees. You get? My roots will always be what settles me to the ground. I'm seeding the foundation all around. I had to put myself first in order to find the purpose I've been searching for. Age like wine, I only got better with time. But getting my mind focused on track as the same ones I rhyme was the hardest part of journey. This journey, I never had no help. So here's a shout to fans and fans for mental wealth. You were always stopping me from doubting my damn self. When I was the one trying to put myself on the shelf. The inner enemy in me wanted to see me fail, while you just wanted me to succeed. So I no longer see fans or friends. To me, every one of you are my family. We got zero limitations. None of you will stop us. I promise that we will make it. 0, we got zero limitations. Building our catalog with all this emulation. 0, we got zero limitations. Moving through the system of music and much patience. 0, we got zero limitations. None of you will stop us. I promise that we will make it. I'm thinking outside, boxing every one of you. I'm repping Salem to Boston, Massachusetts coming through, busting through the industry, independent with no degree. Just heat, Fahrenheit with every word I speak. Here's my nut. You butthurt, you don't know what nutter butters. You're all fluff, soft, squishy, melty motherfuckers. So call me a masshole, cause I'm creating castles. Sweet potatoes out, you assholes. I'm never going back, hoes. I'm just pushing forward, now everyone in the back knows that when I'm standing here, this is my show. Excel is in his grind mode. On my way to exit the stage, walking off the prime goat. Thanos with the mind stone, snapping my fingers so I can watch all of these lives go. Turn to dust, kicking the rust off of the mic just so I can bust. I'm blowing the ceiling off, we are way beyond it. I don't even see it. Told you we got zero limitations. None of you will stop us. I promise that we will make it. 0, we got zero limitations. Building our catalog with all this emulation. 0, we got zero limitations. Moving through the system of music and much patience. 0, we got zero limitations. None of you will stop us. I promise that we will make it.
I missed that date.
You wanted to show me they muted my mic because I'm talking too much shit.
All right, so when we play songs, we mute the mics just so we don't have feedback.
No,
so
you're good.
Yeah, so I like that video. Actually, that video that came out prior to me and you working together, and that video was one of the reasons I was like, I got to do a video with him because the energy with the song and just like I love that they did that kind of like in the evening time too. I like that.
So that was actually at I want to say 2:30 or 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I was so nervous I was gonna wake people up.
Yeah, no, I like that. And
there's one scene if you rewatch it towards the ending. In the very beginning of the second verse, I talk about like a Nutter Butter sandwich. I had my friend in the back of my car's trunk, and I pre-made like 6 sandwiches, and I had him throw them out at me, and I missed every fucking time. So I had to we redid it so many times, and I still ended up missing. But I liked how I picked it up and did like a swoop around into a bite. I thought that looked cool, so I kept it.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like you fucking definitely did your goddamn thug thizzle on that fucking video. As a videographer, there were certain things that I saw that he could have done better on.
Mm-hmm.
But you personally and the overall composure of the film or the video was fantastic. Like I kind of want to press you personally to be a little more creative and a little more pushy with your videos, because you do have a creativity to you do have a vision to you, and you know kind of what you want the video to turn out to.
You read my mind, Prophet. You read my
How
mind.
about this one?
All right, yo, this is a great
I'm
song.
feeling divided out of myself. I'm fighting for more than money and wealth. I write so I can help brighten. Mental is so fragile, but it could be heightened. At night when I'm sitting alone, I pick up and stare at my phone, and I already know there's nothing worth any bit of my time. Media's creating us socially blind. I live in a world that's divided. I'm trying to guide those who are living inside it with music and poems. You know why I write it? Was given a purpose, just searching to find it. I want to be great, but don't call me your highness. I'd rather see kindness over praising me just for following dreams that I pulled from my mind. It was not gifted, I was never assigned just to find it. Yeah. I've been working my ass off to be the best version of me that I know I can be. I got faith. If you don't, then you better believe I'm not stopping until I take my last breath. Or till my last breath takes me. I'm signing my name in the book of rap, so them history pages will know my name. Believe it, fame or no fame, you'll know the name. Excel, I don't know where I'm going, heaven or hell. Fuck it, it may not exist, oh well. But if it doesn't know, I'm gonna be pissed when I arrive at the gates. Scorching in hell, only time will tell, I guess. But right now I have so much I wanna rattle off on my chest. Like, Mom, Dad, how you been? It's been a minute, 22 years in the making. Honestly, it's kinda fucking funny to me now. I really wish you could see this devilish smile that was brought to my face when I thought of one of you seeing my name in the city where you stay. You were not invited to see yourself live on stage or to ever say my birth name. Nah, now that I got that out of the way, on to the next problem that serves my brain. Why is it when I feel pain and wanna feel normal, they pop me with pills to take normal away? How is it so hard to get that from time to time? We just need a hug, not these street illegal but doctor legal drugs. That's a bit fucked up, yeah. You really wanna know why addiction's so poppin'? It's from all the assorted pills and chemicals they're copping. And when they can't afford it cause insurance is a joke, they'll go to the streets for a taste of coke and spiral down an addicted black hole, then be treated like garbage for needing help, or dead just cause they needed help. What else? Oh yeah, alcohol, the greatest pastime of them all. Just chug. Let's see how many we can get it down before we throw them all up. Just to realize that you need to be home, so you hit the road. Oh, where's the road? It's gone. I'm in a hospital bed. I'm lucky, laying next to a family that wasn't so lucky. Sad to say, you turned their pregnant mother to lunch me, and to top it off, she was 18, bringing me to my next gripe. The pregnancy rate is higher than ever. Why do we think this is? It's sad to be sexualized underage kids, training their minds to know what the fuck sex is. We're just fucking a fuck, not loving to love. The passion is gone, you don't feel anymore when you touch. Where is the love? Where is even the attraction? You're just trying to get it wet when you have an erection. Now believe me, I've been there too. I see it, I want it. It's like window shopping when I see a fine dime walk by, all proud flaunting. But now I see the bigger picture in this life I'm living, which I can't afford to lose. I'm already ahead winning. I don't know if you'll see it the way that I see it. Listen a few times, but I'd rather you see it than need to go deal with it firsthand. That's the truth, man. You don't need to be good at math to see the division across the map. I told you on this that the country we all live in's a puzzle that's been thrown away in the trash. I don't think anything will make it better. This is the greatest country ever, the divided states of America. It's got a nice ring to it, don't it? Rest in peace to George Floyd and every citizen that's been murdered in vain. We should be building each other up, but instead we're killing each other off like flies, bugs, or insects. 2021, let's drop racists off the face of the planet, erasing the curse, searching a cure for this tainted earth. Lastly, rest in peace to the COVID victims. I think we can all agree, fuck 19. Suck a dick, we've had enough of your virus shit. If you were a person, you better believe that we'd all be stomping you out, kicking your ribs and punching your face, dissecting your guts by tearing them out through your mouth, fatality style. You pushed all of our buttons, get over here. That's the least we can do is to violently finish you, then cutting you up into little pieces to finish the job. Finally clearing our streets and our air which we breathe, so you can now stay 1,000 feet divided from us all. Excel. Yep.
Shit was so dope, the motherfucker bounced. Yeah, no. Like I said, that first one though that we played, that Zero Limitations was the one that was like got me saying like, yo, I gotta do a video with this dude because I can see the potential in that. And obviously, we had fun with that video too, taking as much of your input as we could possibly fucking do, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And then trying to bring it to more of that vision that you had. And then of course the fucking flag, dude, was like when the flag came out, it was just like That was it. I mean, you knew when the flag came out, and it was like that special that how you had it divided. I was like, yo, when the flag came out, I was like, this is it. I was like, the vision for it completely changed once we saw the flag. 'Cause I didn't see the flag. We didn't see the flag at first. I don't think we saw the flag. Someone might have brought it or something later or something.
Yeah.
But we didn't see it until almost the end. And then you had the kid holding the flag. I mean, it was like, I was like, this is going to be the perfect ending part to this fucking video. And yeah, it was super fun. Super fun.
My girlfriend's mom actually helped me sew that flag.
Yeah.
That
flag is dope. And it just really just made the whole, like, the vision kind of come together.
Yeah.
If
I wish the camera guy would have done a little more movements at some points, but other than that, I feel like we did pretty good. The fake blood thing was pretty cool.
Yeah,
the flag was pretty good.
You outdid that music video, bro. Like your talent, I outshined the videographer. Like,
well, that would be me, but yeah.
And I don't mean to be disrespectful. You know, I'm not trying to take shots or anything. All I'm trying to say is you had a vision for the video, and it came through your lyrics. Like, I'm gonna be so honest, I didn't even watch the video. I saw bits and pieces of it, but what I was listening to was you. Like, I was more concerned with listening to you. I'm trying to see if, you know, I'm trying to listen to your lyrics. If you're a lyricist, and you are, you're fucking phenomenal. The video, from what I could see, did not live up to your actual lyricism. Like, for guys like us, one thing I've noticed is if we don't take complete control of the music video and we don't, like, we just have an idea for what we want. Mm-hmm. For instance, like, I just got done filming a video for my song Ambition, right? And I knew 3 shots that I wanted. I didn't have any plan for the actual video itself. There's no story, there's no fucking plot or anything. What I saw from you just now, that video I saw, if you take the time to actually put together your own shit and plan out your own fucking video, you don't need, like me, you don't need any help, bro. You're phenomenal. You're fantastic. I need to get you, like, you and I have to work together, XL. Like, I don't think I've ever been so adamant about wanting to work with somebody that I've met.
Hey, well, man, dude, I appreciate it. I mean, hey, man, that was officially, like, that was my first actual music video shoot. The one with Zero Limitations, that was literally my friend holding a phone while in the back of my car, and my girlfriend drove.
My last music video was filmed on.
That was like the second music video I ever did, and I didn't hold the camera.
You did that, Obese?
Yeah.
Well, I'm
second video I ever did.
I'm giving you your props too, bro.
Someone else did.
I'm giving you your props too, bro. Like,
but
that video was dope.
I got some of your YouTube up here, so let's pick something that you think we should play for people on here that you want them to hear.
Surprise me, bro. Like, if I was gonna pick a music video, the best music video that I've had is Fuel. But so, I mean, if you want to play Fuel, I sent that one to you. That song. So, a little backstory behind Fuel. I wrote Fuel when I was 14. I wrote it. I found the beat. I wrote the song, and I didn't record it and make the music video until I was 24. So,
okay,
like, the video you see, the video he's trying to play, and the song itself, it's like, in my personal opinion, it stands the test of time. Like, it's one of those songs. I don't have to redo that shit. I don't have to fucking try and update that for what's going on in society and fucking, you know, social media platforms or anything. Go ahead and play it. Okay.
Yeah, let's play it.
When we finally got down to something which the individual says he really wants to do, I will say to him, you do that, and forget the money. Because if you say that getting the money is the most important thing, you will spend your life completely wasting your time. You'll be doing things you don't like doing in order to go on living. That is, to go on doing things you don't like doing. It's stupid. Better to have a short life that is full of what you like doing than a long life spent in a miserable way.
So tell my mama for me, ask me, why do I make music? It's a tiny boat on the ocean of some bullshit. They say I gotta have some kind of reason to do this, and it better be better than thinking that I'm the coolest. I was a horrible student, constantly acting foolish, full of fucking potential, but was refusing to use it. I wasn't true and living life to the fullest, finding it hard to focus, but when I could, I was ruthless. Found the boost since 06, I've been improving, found a groove, pimping chicks has been the rule, so there's no excuse. Hitting licks, we gotta do this. I'm writing this shit broke, so you know that it's some true shit.
I struggle daily, learning shit ain't what it seems. Losing more than I paid for this $1 million dream, but I won't lose faith in me, dog. I put mountains of seeds, and if you feel just what I mean, then put your hands on me, 'cause I need.
Yeah, that's the fuel of dreams. It ain't so much that I wanted, more something I need, because well, that's what keeps the world spinning. As long as I'm out here hungry, damn right I'll be out here tripping. I need. I ain't got shit to do with grieving. It ain't nothing on my back, and I ain't got shit to eat, because might not mean everything to you, but shit, it's damn important to me. I need 4 a.m. Back to it by 5. They say the money never sleeps, so I guess neither do I. I am AOP, yeah, that's spelled calm with an I. Yeah, think of me to point the guard in the sky and say thank you, Lord, for giving such a cold ass guy. So don't put a rhyme, people get to look like you pulled out a knife. Said my home is Austin, Texas, I stay holding it down. Promised mama before she passed that I would blow y'all's mind. So no, I ain't being greedy, but I won't be defeated, 'cause it's more important than the air that I'm breathing. And it seems like I'm beating every time I'm daydreaming. You gotta believe me, 'cause I've struggled daily, learning shit ain't what it seems. Losing more than I paid for this $1 million dream. So I won't lose faith in me, dog. I put mountains for seeds. And if you feel just what I mean, then put your hands to the beat, 'cause I need. It's just the fuel of dreams. It ain't so much that we want, and more something we need, because well, that's what keeps the world spinning. As long as we out here hungry, damn right we'll be out here tripping. We need. It ain't got shit to do with greed. It ain't nothing on my back, so we ain't got shit to eat, because might not mean everything to you, but shit, it's damn important to me, bitch. I need. 'Cause that's the fuel of dreams. It ain't so much that we want, and more something we need, because yeah, that's what keeps the world spinning. As long as we out here hungry, damn right we'll be out here tripping. We need. It ain't got shit to do with greed. It ain't nothing on our backs, and we ain't got shit to eat, because might not mean everything to you, but shit, it's damn important to me, bitch. I need. Well, you need what I need.
Therefore, it's so important to consider this question. What do I desire?
Okay, so I'm not that goddamn cocky or arrogant, and I actually have a really hard time sitting here listening to my own songs, because I'm not that goddamn cocky or arrogant, and I always feel like I can be better. So, you guys just sat through what I feel is one of my, I wouldn't say best songs, but realest songs. Like, I can't get much more honest, much more raw than that. Like, I'm poor as shit. I'm living in a fucking 1-bedroom apartment, nigga. Like, you want a tour? I'll give you a tour. Like, my name's Isaiah Khan. I was born August 28th, bitch. Like, I ain't got nothing to hide. Like, I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. I've been pimping bitches and having these hoes do what I need them to do since 16. I made that song. I wrote that song at 14. Fuel was written when I was 14 years old. I recorded it at 15, and I didn't release it. I re-recorded it and made a music video for it at 23. I had forgotten the fucking song.
So that's been one that's lingering. It's just there, and it's been there, and that's cool, man. I love the cadences and the flow, like the tone switches. What
the beat is dope too.
No, man, go ahead.
Yeah.
Break
Oh,
me.
hell yeah.
I need
When
to,
the money part comes in, I love that part.
like, I ain't here for no fucking reason. I respect every one of y'all's fucking opinion when it comes to hip hop music. So I just had y'all play what I feel is personally one of my best songs. I want somebody to take over this feed because I'm in the middle right now. I want Obese, I want Justin, and I want XL. I want every one of y'all to tell me what y'all felt about that. I want every one of y'all to tell me the good, the bad, the ugly. And Obese, if you're with it, I have another track that I can send you just to display the growth that I've had. Because that one, like I said, was written at 14. I got a track I can send y'all right now. We could play. I don't have a music video for it yet. I'm actually recording a music
Pressure
video.
song that you sent me?
No, it's Pressure is a good song. Don't get me wrong, but the song I'm talking about is called Ambition.
I would love to hear it.
Ambition or Pressure?
Whichever one is not released, the one you said doesn't have a music video, I would love to hear it.
Neither one of those has a music video.
Ambition, I see that one here.
Like,
You just tuned in to KHAN Radio. And rip the DJ takes us and throws them in the fucking trash. I need me a bitch with ambition, got goals of her own. Not one of you regular bitches that smoke and impose. A chick that can handle a business on whip and on home. A real one who stay independent, unlike you dumb hoes. Said I need me a bitch with ambition. She gon' get it, she never wait, and I'm never tripping. She on the way, we both on our business, getting our cake. These haters a witness, she got that cake, she all about business. She put it all in my face for attention. That's why I call her my little kitten. Hold up a second, dog. Cause I've been searching high and looking low. Can you tell me where she at though? Cause I'm so sick of dealing with dumb hoes. Counting the 10 using they told. That's why I need me a bitch with ambition. Got goals of her own. Not one of you regular bitches that smoke and impose. A chick that can handle a business on whip and on home. A real one, she stay independent. Unlike you dumb hoes.
If I'm up, she's up, I ain't gotta wait. Before breakfast, I'm eating cake. Out of this world, invade my space. Same one mama said not today. She works it out, makes me shakes. Getting bacon, cooking steaks. Splash zone, we making waves. I can hand it to her and she'll make the play. When you scan the field, look for a soldier. Take the weight right off your shoulders. Ain't got a call, I'm already over. Stretching her out, she don't need yoga. In Texas, we hold her, but I can't poke her. It's down the river like a tubing social. I've been searching international, local. As long as you like deep strokes and chocos. You're an all-star. Swipes her card at Walmart. Always going half at the bar. My number one fan goes so hard.
That's why I need me a bitch with ambition. Got goals of her own. Not one of you regular bitches that smoke and impose. A chick that can handle a business on whip and on home. A real one, she stay independent. Unlike you dumb hoes.
Yo, I can tell you right now, I dig it. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I'm not cocky, bro. Like I like to think I'm humble as fuck. I really want to know. Like I respect you guys. You know what I'm saying? I know every one of you here. I wouldn't have jumped on this interview. I wouldn't have jumped on this live if I didn't have respect for everybody that was a part of it. That being said, I just displayed a part of myself. I want to know y'all's honest to God hip hop opinions. And Obese, if you like, you brought up Pressure, right? My track Pressure. Now, if I'm being honest, Pressure is one of my favorite tracks because of my lyricism. The way I tell that story and the things that I say on that shit are too raw and too real. But I don't, from what y'all have heard.
All right, so I'm just trying to figure it out. Like my mind is blown right now, and I'm not even smoking weed. I think XL just sent me the song "Pressure," and it's your song.
I know. So I sent you one of my songs so you can play, and it's also called "Pressure."
Now,
I also have sent you Pressure. I sent you Pressure before I sent you the last track we just played. So you do have it. But honestly, now that I know XL, now that I know that you have a track called Pressure too, now honestly, Obese, Justin, if y'all would be so dope, and not even like in a competitive way, I want to hear both of our tracks called Pressure. I want to see what we both did with the word pressure.
I'm gonna play yours first, Isaiah, because I just had to download the one he sent me, and I gotta put it. I gotta send it to myself in my email instead of Instagram, so I can play it on the computer. But I'm gonna play yours first, and then we'll play the Pressure from XL.
Okay, so before you play this track, you know what I'm saying, I just want to say both tracks that have been played by me, Ambition and Pressure. I pride myself on how humble I am, as proud as I am. So, Humble and Pressure, I just want you all to know, I wrote both of those tracks in about 30 minutes. I came up with the idea, I came up with the concept, I had a cadence, if that makes sense to my hip hop artists. Like, I had a cadence in my head when I decided that I was going to write these tracks. I didn't know the song, I didn't know the words, but I had a cadence, and then I sat down and recorded it, and Pressure is probably the closest thing for me as Isaiah Khan that you will get to some Lil Wayne type shit where I just get on a beat and fucking freestyle over it. Like, I really I spit my heart and soul, and I'm a mixed black man. Like, I'm black and white, and I felt that my entire life. So Pressure really reflects that. And I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I'm gonna let Obese do his fuck this one.
All right, I'm gonna play it.
I just wanted to give a little backstory to the song.
It's a reality. Hard truth, spitting facts. Pressure. I feel this pressure. I'm constantly under pressure. My mindset ain't getting better. Come on. Pressure. My melanin causes pressure. No 12 in them causing pressure. My bonds don't break under pressure. Come on. You don't hear me? Let's go. I'm waking up like fuck you, Miss America. Man, I'm so glad you can tell me my character. I'm saying fuck you if you think that to be all I can be is a pawn just to fit in your narrative. Now meanwhile, you done homegrown some terrorists. Downplay cause they skin is embarrassing. But let's feed into the greed of these crooked companies, spreading hate through your rhyme and your rhetoric. So I say fuck you, cause you don't love me as much as I do love you. Tuskegee, as much as it does pain me to say how much you've hurt me every day, I got the grace to say fuck you to your face. Cause every day is pressure, waking up is pressure, being black is pressure. See, historically we lesser, yeah, according to the Reverend. But the Reverend doesn't know the books are written by the victors, not the ones who went to war. They don't understand the pressure.
Yeah, pressure. You know, sometimes I am, when we in this life, pressure. We deal with that pressure in life, you go through struggles, but we all find ways to cope with it, cause all the pressure deal with the struggles, but we do our best to cope with pressure and deal with this life. We all under pressure, your vision straight, but don't let up. It's your time.
Freedom is a disguise. I see truth in your eyes. Pay attention, stay focused. They say love can be blind. Please save me from myself. I ask God all the time. All this violence and killing, people innocent dying. Crooked and broken systems, abusers playing victim. Applying pressure with no limit, made in God's image. Pressure like I'm a diamond. Grew up rough, I stay silent. Black and white like I'm a hybrid. Yes, I'm built for mileage. Everything happens for a reason. I keep on reaching, no option. I feel like leaving you probably. I know that life is a choice. Just make sure that you choose wisely. All the pressure is rising, all eyes on me, cause they watching. Back to the topic, be specific. Under pressure, no problem. I give you wisdom, all the knowledge. They say that it is power to conquer, abolish all our rights that we came to acknowledge. conscious. They hold it hostage, use money to blind us. Imposters, they plotting, they fear us like we are monsters. Stop it, yeah, that's just nonsense. I can't hear them talking. Under pressure, art of progression, I'm moving forward. Under pressure, unique from others, was born a star. Abolish all our rights that we came to acknowledge. Conscious, they hold it hostage, use money to blind us. Abolish all our rights that we came to acknowledge. Conscious, they hold it hostage, use money to blind us.
So,
yeah, so that was my favorite so far.
Who was that? That was Obese, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was my favorite.
I gotta say, Isaiah, I love your versatility. Those 3 tracks were very different.
Yeah,
No,
and you were able to pull off all 3 of those different styles.
So
I'm gonna have to agree with that. I like the versatility there because they are very different from one another to the point where if you listen to it, you'll know it's like this song,
it's the same
that song.
artist,
Yeah.
But like one thing I pride myself on, the reason I call myself Isaiah Khan, Obese, I'm gonna send you another track. It's called Iconic, and this track I'm gonna tell all of y'all, Iconic, in my personal opinion, it's not my favorite song that I've ever written. It's not like I went. I mean, if you're already on my YouTube, Obese, you can honestly find it. It's the one that I look like the Undertaker from WWE.
Yeah, I see it.
Like if you play that one, that's my personal favorite as a lyricist, and I'll tell you why. Because when I went into writing that track, okay, the hook is something along the line, like the entire hook. Basically, I'm saying like I'm different. I'm not like the rest of these people, and you'd be blessed. You'd be blessed.
Shout out Andre.
You should be. Matter of fact, Obese, just go ahead and play it. I'm
gonna play XL's Pressure because I got it loaded up over here.
Oh, hey, yeah, no, honestly, yes,
Pressure.
I want to hear it.
So here's just a quick
also,
story.
you see Andre here asking what we look for in a great artist, not just rappers, but artists in general. So if anybody has an answer for that, I want to throw out there real quick.
Okay, so
I'm gonna have to say my response to that, XL's response to that, it has to be impact, man. If there's no impact in a song, then for me, now this is a personal opinion. If it's not impactful to me, it's not something I go back to and re-listen to. The reason I listen to songs over and over and over and over and over again is because either it impacted me when I was young, like
I related to it.
Mockingbird by Eminem, bro. That's When I'm Gone, like that. Those are perfect songs for that. You know, like
Spacebound,
especially now, like it impacted me when I was a kid because I related to it from like Haley's point of view in a way. And now that I'm older and I just had a baby, Mockingbird is impactful to me again, but from a father's perspective. You know, like it's just something I always, without an impact, it's just a song I'll listen to, but it's not a song I'll fall in love with.
So I completely agree with XL. I want to give Isaiah Khan's personal reason why I choose my favorite music, why I listen to the music that I listen to, because my old lady will tell you, like, if we ride in the truck, my playlist is eclectic as fuck. Like we'll be listening to Kurt Cobain's 1 Second, and then the next track will be Panic at the Disco. You know what I'm saying? We'll be listening to Ludacris 1 minute, and then the next track will be Sum 41 or Limp Bizkit or something. Like I have a very broad and eclectic. I love the word eclectic because it means like I really don't stick to one genre.
Yeah.
I have I listen to a lot of different music now. Isaiah Khan, what I do, why I do what I do, because I could choose, and I've been in the position numerous times throughout the last decade where I could choose to be a manager. I could choose 100 different positions in the music industry, but I continue to choose being an artist because I feel like I have a story to tell. I feel like I have a message that people relate to. So when I choose the music I listen to, like, if you were to actually go through my playlist, a lot of the shit that I listen to truly, honestly reflects my mood and my personality. So it'll be anything. It really will be anything from like Limp Bizkit and, you know, the hot dog flavored water and the chocolate starfish, all the way to Lil Baby or Polo G. That's my favorite shit right now. Polo G's Rap Star. That's my shit right now. Like, that's the track that I'm really banging over and over again. But when it comes to like, what do I respect in music? I don't know if that. I mean, I know I talk a lot, dude. I'm a fucking drunk and I'm a bit of a fucking space case, so I know I ramble a lot. But when it comes to the shit that I actually like listen to and relate to, like me personally, I'm a really dark person, and because of the things that I've been through in my life, you know what I'm saying, the things that I've survived, the things that I've overcome, I have a very dark mentality. Like XL, I'm sure, Obese, Justin, I'm sure like you guys, you all know, like as a man, it's not easy being a man in this society. Mm-hmm. And a lot of my music reflects that, but because of that, because I do struggle with bipolar, I do struggle with I don't want to say schizophrenia, but I'll say disassociated personality disorder, because I do struggle with these things. There is a veritable difference between Isaiah Khan, the guy you have met, this guy that's sitting here talking to you now, and then Kyle. Like these are two different people. You know what I mean? And my girl can tell you, anybody who's close to me can tell you like when they're dealing with which one. So the music I listen to, I do my best when I'm conscious, when I'm awake. I do my best to listen to positive and uplifting music. What Isaiah likes is a completely different fucking story. He's a very violent person, and he wants blood. But Kyle is like me, the guy you guys are talking to now. Kyle, I like to. I'm a pothead. I like to smoke and chill, dude. Like I'm just a laid back kind of cat. But please don't.
If I was to give any summary of this song real quick,
yes,
the one thing I gotta say is I made this song when I was struggling to make any music at all. Okay. Like I had massive writer's block. I was depressed as fuck. My girlfriend was like 6 months pregnant. You know, my first baby. I never had a dad growing up, so like, you know, I don't know. I didn't know what to expect. You know, we had just moved. The rent was so expensive. It was $2,700 a month to live there. It was on the 3rd floor with no elevator. So we were trying to move out. It was way too expensive. I was broke. Still am fucking kind of broke, but working on it. But I was broke, like nothing. She was covering everything, and I felt like a fucking bum. But I made this song. I want to say, when that creativity hit me, 20 minutes.
Dope.
Took a while, but when it hit me, 20 minutes. Yo, she was so annoyed, yo. She came in, she's like, how many fucking times are you gonna redo that same part? I'm like, until I get it right. And then this is where I got This Is Pressure.
All right, I'm gonna play that shit right now.
Used to be by myself, me loning alone on my lonesome. Still to this day there's no issue. I had to adapt to my new situation. Still waiting for paper to multiply like it's adding by multiplication. But sadly it ain't. I think it's still out showing off on vacation. It better come into my pocket soon. My heart is racing, the rent is due, I'll have a child soon. And I'm a rapper serving food. I've been quiet and rather well composed, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared. So I guess it's best you know. I'm feeling the pressure now. I'm feeling the pressure now. I'm doing the best that I can, but I swear to God I'm feeling the pressure now. It's pushing my heart to the back of my ribs. My spine's pressed hard and it's breaking my skin. Give me some room, maybe some booze. How about a smaller big bottle of gin? Ooh, I'm feeling the pressure now. I'm feeling the pressure now. I'm doing the best that I can, but I swear I'm feeling the pressure now. I'm wiping the sweat from my brow, but can't speak from the cotton mouth. These pressures are tearing me down. Feel the nerves, I feel the doubt. I feel like I'm feeling the pressure now. What if I can't pay the rent? Then what if I can't pay the debt I'll be in from missing the rent? These are some thoughts on loop in my head. It's driving me mad, no seriously. I think I might spaz. I'm trying my hardest to keep it together. I know where my heart is, it's all for my daughter. Now my music's even more than it was when it started. Passion I have for these poems and raps is like flame to a match that right for igniting this gas. I'm closing the gap between this one and that. Prevention of last, I'll marry the past, never look back. Body these beats for a bag, yeah. Body these beats for a bag, yeah. Body these beats for a bag. What started off as a dream is now much more our reality. With the right internal techniques, one day is someone's salary, which to me is quite sad, but I don't hoard, I'll give back. That is my promise to you and the universe. Trust me and believe that. All these promises I made, I plan on following through. I just hate knowing I'm timed on everything that I do. So I'd be lying if I told you I was not scared. As I'm sitting here, I guess it's best you know I'm feeling the pressure now. I'm feeling the pressure now. I'm doing the best that I can, but I swear to God I'm feeling the pressure now. It's pushing my heart to the back of my ribs. My spine's pressed hard and it's breaking my skin. Give me some room, maybe some booze. How about a smaller big bottle of gin? Ooh, I'm feeling the pressure now. I'm feeling the pressure now. I'm doing the best that I can, but I swear I'm feeling the pressure now. I'm wiping the sweat from my brow, but can't speak from the cotton mouth. These pressures are tearing me down. Feel the nerves, I feel the doubt. I feel like I'm feeling the pressure now. Yeah, my shoulders are heavy. I'm stuck in this fortress of money, off limits to hands, just visually there. I'm literally scared, but I've doubled my dare. My visions are clear, yeah. This may be a mission impossible, see what you see, imposter, impossible. So this mission I'll beat, regardless defeat. I'm climbing the game as we speak. What makes me unique is I dominate anything that I breathe. I'm making my way up the ladder of rap. I surely feel pressure, so here, you can take it all back. Any doubts you have, please leave in the past. Yeah, leave in the past. Any doubts you have, please leave in the past.
Yeah. Okay. That's like one of the best songs I think you ever have done, to be honest.
Yo, I'm be honest. I listened to the first like 45 seconds to a minute of it and was like, yeah, no, this nigga needs definitely, like, we need to work together. And then I showed my chick. Like, I was like, you need to listen to this. Like, I don't know if y'all were watching my video, but I had her in the camera with the headphones on, like, listen to this shit. Like,
just to show you what I was doing here, this is something my girlfriend got me for Christmas, right? It's one of those necklaces you see on Instagram ads, bro. Mm-hmm. My daughter's ultrasound photo is in this fucking necklace.
That's dope as fuck.
Like, this shit is crazy.
Look, bro.
I don't know if I can get it, but
the fucking closest thing I have to something like that. So my mom.
Ooh, we can almost see it.
Like, I don't.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yep.
That's nasty.
That's sick,
shit, bro.
That's sick.
So
like,
I don't have any family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a daughter. She's 10. I don't have any siblings. I don't have any parents. My mom died about 5 years ago. Oh, here it is. This is what I was trying to show y'all. That's like, you have a necklace of your mom or your daughter. I have a necklace of my mom.
Yeah,
her ashes.
Amazing.
Her ashes are in here.
Nice.
And, like, honestly, XL, fuck you, dude. You're fucking nasty. Like,
what up, Lucifer?
I'm gonna do my absolute best to try and push you down here in the fucking South, because your style would actually fucking eat down here. Your people will eat that shit up. Be like, if you and I fucking, like, we have a very I would compliment you very well. Like, if you have a lot of tracks that you have features on, you know what I'm saying, or that you can't finish, dude, please send them my fucking way, because I will compliment you so well, because you're another lyricist and you're another storyteller. And if you and I get on a track together and actually tell a fucking story, people will either end up in rehab or in fucking therapy, but the world will be a slightly better place because of it.
I appreciate that, like, everything that you just said, seriously, because, you know, I'm kind of in a spot currently where I'm just I'm struggling to make music. I just have a lot going on personally, and then my studio isn't even at my disposal currently. I moved again, and I'm probably going to move again by the end of this year, potentially out of state. So I don't really know how that's all going to go. I am reading some of these comments over here on the side, and I do want to just say to Lucifer, I am very sorry to hear that about Dad passing.
Yeah, Lucifer, man, we're sorry to hear about that, man. Lucifer tunes in almost every episode. He watches the Wuxi Gang podcast and the Prophecy podcast, and has basically watched us since day one. So, shout out to Lucifer. Appreciate you tuning in.
I don't know if they whatever, but they are a true ass fan of you, Obese the Prophet.
Yeah.
So
They really are, bro.
man.
Appreciate you tuning in after that's happened. And man, we feel for you.
XL, I came in late to when you started interviewing with Justin, but how long have you been doing this, bro?
Rapping or interviewing? Well, podcasting.
Rapping.
2007. Well, I've been rapping pretty much my whole life. But 2014 is when I started to write. It started off as poems, and the poems were just titled an emotion, so I could self-reflect on how I am when I have these emotions.
But 2014 was the year that you took those poems and you turned them into songs, right?
No. So 2014 is when I was writing my poem. You want to come in here and join this real quick? 2014 is when I started writing my poems. 2017 is when I locked in, and I was just like,
What year did you write what year would you say you wrote your first song?
2017, late. It was October 21st, 2017, and that followed up with 2 more songs right afterwards, and they released October 22nd and October 24th.
So, how old are you now?
23.
God damn it. Hold on, wait. Justin, how old are you?
38.
Wait, what was that?
38.
Obese, how old are you?
37.
Okay, thank God. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't the oldest motherfucker on this podcast, bro. I'm 32.
Yo, seriously, if you guys think I'm good, so my guy who's actually listening, watching this podcast right now, Andre Norbeck, he has been a massive inspiration for me, actually. So I figure if you guys want to know anything about me, then I can't talk about XL without 2 people being in that conversation. One of them, his name is Karma. Is someone I went to school with in middle school. His real name is Dalvin. And then Andre Norbeck. There wouldn't be an XL without the 2 of them. So
look, Justin, Obese, I know I've low-key like hijacked this interview with this guy because I was listening to him and I just got so infatuated. I was like, I need to talk to this man. Like me and him need to link. Like, you and I have a lot of the same mission statement when it comes to why we make music. You know what I'm saying? You and I have a lot of the same, I can't say backstory because our stories are completely different, but they've led us to the same place in the sense that we want to tell our stories to potentially help somebody else who might be going through the shit, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's the sense that I got off of you after hearing everything you had to say. Like, you write music, and like your entire purpose for writing music and for performing is because you actually just want to help people that have been through the shit that you've been through, right?
Yeah, and I'm not saying I always have the greatest or like the proper outlook on things. I know for a fact I don't. We're human beings. Everyone sees things differently.
No, but the perspective.
I just like to. Go ahead.
I was going to say the perspective we have, it might not be the right one. It might not be the best way to handle the situation. But when we tell our stories over wax, bro, what it does is it gives people who are going through that situation hope that there is a way out. Like, there is a survival. Yeah. Like you will survive this shit. Like, you will live through this. What's up, baby?
I've always wanted to stand up for the little man, because I always felt like the little man growing up. Like, I was always tall as fuck, but hilariously I felt like the little one, the one that didn't speak up.
Yeah,
I would do heartbreak after heartbreak. I would be constantly wondering who I was. I never had a dad growing up. My mom was addicted to drugs, still fucking is. I don't even talk to her. The last time I saw my mom, she OD'd on cocaine in the hospital, and she had yellow fucking eyes. Like, it was horrifying. I was 14 years old the last time I saw my mom.
And you're 31 now. 31, 32.
23.
Now. Oh, shit. Fuck me, dude. I'm 32, so I'm sorry.
I was like, shit, bro. I know I'm losing my hair, but goddamn.
Fuck you, bro. Like, look at this shit. I go into a fucking gas station, they try to card me.
Yo,
I take
pretty
my hat
much.
off
I mean,
so
I
they
just
leave me
haven't
alone.
committed.
Like, they'll be like, can I see your ID? Then I take my hat off, and they're like, never mind, sir. I'm sorry.
XL's got the fucking Al Bundy hair going on, dude. From here.
Yeah,
No,
bro, I am
please
Italian, bro.
please don't roast that.
I am
XL,
Italian.
because if he's got the fucking Al Bundy, then I've got the George Jefferson on fucking steroids.
Yo,
Like,
so I want to
shave my head, dude.
I want to kind of bring this all together here, and I want you guys to plug anything that you've been working on that's gonna come out soon, any shows that you might have coming up, or anything that you just recently dropped that you want to kind of promote before we get out of here today.
Yes, dude, stroke your own dick.
I do.
I do.
Stroke it, motherfucker. Let these motherfuckers know, bro.
So what do you got?
I mean, if I was to...
You XL, not me.
Oh.
I could talk about what I got going on, but fuck me. We're talking about you, bro.
Oh shit, okay. What do I have going on? So I'm still in the middle of working on my very first album. It is called Zero Limitations. As you saw from the music video that you showed, I did write November 5th, 2021, but I clearly have missed that date by quite a few months. The thought process there was I wanted to give back on my birthday, November 5th. I did miss the date, clearly. So it's a work in progress, you know. I have some songs here for it ready to go, but it's just not there yet. It's not completed, in my opinion. I don't have any features. Oh no, I lied. I do have one feature on it, but I want to rework it.
Yeah,
you know, I want to listen to it, start to rework it, leave some songs out that don't belong there, add some more. But I also just ordered 600 XL wristbands. And I used to just have black and white, but this time I said, you know what? I need something for the women, you know, like black and white's dope, but I need something that sparks the eyes. So I chose like fucking 40 different colors, and I got ones that are like multicolored, like camouflage. Why'd I say it like that? Camouflage. I got like ones that are like mixed into each other. It's sick shit. I customized all of them. Me and my girlfriend, she sat down with me. She was like, babe, I think these colors will go together like this and this and that. And then she, not even me, she brought it up. She's like, you need Lakers colors. And I'm like, that's kind of weird for you to say, but sure, let's do it. So there's some on there that's yellow and purple. And
where can we get these?
I don't have them yet.
Okay.
They are being, they did ship yesterday, but it's expected Tuesday.
So how do people get them?
If I want to just throw them out and hand them out like I did last time, or just sell them for like $1 each. But I mean, most of the time, I know me, I'm just gonna give them out for free. But we'll see. I might do some like little bundle things where, you know, get a hoodie and a bracelet or some shit. I don't know. I'm trying to get more merch as well. I'm just trying to go through the merch I still have from before, just trying to make a little quick profit from it, and we'll see what happens.
Hell yeah. All right.
I do have the other one.
He does, yeah.
Yo, so I gotta say, man, I already said that I just based on hearing you talk about like why you make music and the way you make music and your I guess stance on it. I want to work with you. I've wanted to work with you from the minute I heard you talk. You just got done saying that you have a bunch of fucking shit that you need help on, bro. I'm right here.
Hey man, I followed you on Instagram.
I'm gonna follow you right back. I'm terrible about being on fucking social media, dude, because I have like 12 of them that I need to keep updated. But that being said, I'm excellent about working with people that I feel like can keep up.
So do you have anything to promote, Isaiah? Like
do I have anything to promote?
Shows or anything?
Of course. My name's Isaiah Khan, Home Skillet. Of course I have things to promote. Let's see here. The first thing I have to promote is obviously my latest release, which is Ambition, featuring Gary Smith. We played that here on this live feed.
Yep.
I'm currently in the process of filming the music video for it. We're going to be filming the last piece for it tomorrow night on Monday, just because I'm dealing with working a full-time job and juggling everybody else's schedule. But
yeah,
the music video for Ambition should be released within the next month. Let's see here. After that, I should be releasing my next single called Up in Smoke, featuring CJ the Toolman Taylor. I use his government name. His fucking rap name is just Toolman. I'm fucked up. I'm gonna be so 1000. I've been drinking and smoking, nigga, like But yeah, no, I've been sitting here waiting on Toolman's verse for the last month. That song was actually supposed to come out on 420 because I'm a stoner, and Up in Smoke is a stoner song. Like I can't make I couldn't even describe how much of a smoker song it is. But I'm waiting on that. So this week I'll be in the studio with Toolman. I'll be in the studio with ATX Cypher. I'll be in the studio with George Corbin, aka Von Doom, which I know you guys are up in the Mid-East. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these names don't really hold a lot of weight to y'all. But down here in Texas, ATX Cypher, he's putting together one of the biggest festivals this year called Bars, Jars, and Cigars. That's my next show.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
we
gonna
like
be
festies. We like festies.
Yeah, no, it's going to be wild. It's going to have every one of the biggest Austin artists. Like every Austin artist he could pull is on this festival. So every legendary Austin artist, we're here to put our city on. Like for years in the South, we have been taking a side to Houston and Dallas and to Louisiana, to Atlanta. Austin, Texas is finally ready to stand up and represent for ourselves. And that's what we're here to do this year, June 11th at Bars, Jars, and Cigars. If you're not there, you're a fucking lame. And if you're tuned into this fucking interview right now, which is rare because I have a very explicit fan base. So if you're tuned into this right now, this is one of those few opportunities for you to get one of these VIP wristbands to Bars, Jars, and
golden
Cigars.
ticket, my guy.
It really is.
Handing out golden
really
tickets.
A golden fucking ticket. So if you're a fan of Isaiah Khan, if you're in Austin, Texas, or if you're in one of the surrounding areas and you're tuned into this interview right now and you've sat here for the last 2 hours listening to me and listening to everybody talking shit, comment, let me know that you're a fan of me, and I got you a fucking free VIP wristband for Bars, Jars, and Cigars Fest. What else do I have coming up? Whew, Lord, I am a busy motherfucker. After we get done filming Ambition, we'll be filming the music video for Jedi Mind Tricks, which is going to be a pain in my fucking ass because of the amount of extra shit that I want to go into it. But if you haven't heard Jedi Mind Tricks, go and listen to it. That's available right now on Spotify, iTunes, and all of your favorite fucking streaming platforms, you piece of shit. Let's see, what else do I have going on? Oh yeah, no, I'm just an all-around entertainer and a stand-up comedian, so I've stopped doing stand-up comedy because stand-up comedy limits me. So follow me on TikTok, because that's where you're going to get 90% of my fucking jokes and my sense of humor. Let's see, what else? Come on, Obese, ask me questions. Come on, Justin. Come on, XL.
Well, we're
Like,
wrapping up, dude. So we don't got any questions. We're just letting you tell what you got going on, and then I got a video I'm gonna play, and we're getting the fuck out of here.
I know, dude, but it's like I've been sitting here talking this whole goddamn time and asking XL questions. Like, XL, I know you gotta have some questions for me, bro.
What's it like down in Texas, like for like the rap scene and stuff? Well, you said it was pretty massive, a lot of underground, you know, like, I mean, I got one. Are you working on, or have you ever created an album? And if you have created one, do you have any tips for me on, you know, finalizing it?
How to do it. So, all right, that's actually why I was like, please ask me a question. Just give me something. So you're right. I actually have put together an album. I've put together a series of mixtapes. I'm actually sitting on, and I have released hundreds of tracks on SoundCloud, Spotify, and iTunes. You'll find the majority of my work on SoundCloud and Reverb Nation. You asked about an album. Right now, I was actually expecting Obese or Justin to ask me if I had an album coming out, because I don't.
But that was if you had anything to promote, I think that would fall into that category.
Right. I was waiting for the album question specifically because I don't have an album. I'm releasing singles at the moment. I do have albums and mixtapes out. So to answer your question, XL, yes. I've released 2 mixtapes called Kool-Aid and Hot Cheetos, Volume 1 and Volume 2. If you want tips to on how to release mixtapes or albums and actually get a good like response for it, just I guess after this we can inbox and we can talk and we can discuss marketing and all that shit. But what I did basically was I built on the fact that I already had a lot of people between here in Austin, in Las Vegas, in California, in Arizona. I had a lot of people that knew me personally. So when I released the mixtape and I promoted it, these people were already expecting and receptive of it.
Already like on board and stuff.
Now, what I'm doing right now, like I said, I'm releasing a bunch of singles. I'm not putting together an album. I have an album worth of music ready, but I'm not releasing it. I'm releasing singles, and I'm doing that because as independent artists, XL, one goal I have in mind is to have 1,000 fans. Solid fans. I'm
just looking for like one true loyal forever fan equivalent to my aunt.
I'm gonna tell you as an independent artist, as an underground artist, why I'm looking for 1,000, because you and I feel like we're in a lot of the same position. With 1,000 of those loyal fans that you just described, we can quit our day jobs and we can live off of music purely, because those 1,000 fans will buy our merchandise, they will show up to our shows and pay for them. That 1,000 fans will spread the word about our music to their friends, and their friends will become fans naturally. Like, the number one thing I've noticed over the course of my career is I've spent thousands of dollars on marketing and promotion. I've been ripped off, I've been screwed, I've been Jewed, I've gotten good results, I've gotten bad results. You know what I'm saying? It's the music industry. You guys know, man.
I'm laughing at the phrasing.
No, dude, I know you are. Like, I know you're not laughing at me, bro. Like, you're a musician too, so I'm sure you relate. But
got robbed
in
of
all of that,
$500. I very much relate.
My nigga. Like, I'm extremely antisocial and untrusting now because of how much money I've lost and how many people have screwed me over in the music industry. But that being said, there is a way for us to do it. If I can't go all into it right now because I know Obese and Justin are trying to wrap this up. We can talk. I already wanted to link with you. Obese, Justin, if it's cool, give this guy my fucking contact info so me and him can link outside of this.
Well, I'm pretty sure he got you on Instagram, right?
Do you?
Yeah.
All right. So with that being said, I'm shamelessly self-promoting my single I did with Coherent from the Grind Mode Cypher affiliates. He did a lyric video. I played it last week. I played it the week before when it first came out. I'm going to play it again, trying to run that up. But also at the same time, I want to try and just give it. I just want to give a quick fucking assignment for people if you're watching this, and you want to help a motherfucker out. Head over to Spotify if you got it. Even if you got the free account, it doesn't matter. I got my latest drop, Dear Ago. I'm trying to hit 100,000 plays on this album, and I'm at like 86,300 and some odd plays, and I need like not much more. So my goal is by the end of this year to hopefully have 100K on this project. So if you are listening on Spotify, head over, play whatever songs you want, put it on fucking repeat, help me out. And one of the songs off that album now is called Taking My Time. It's featuring Coherent from Las Vegas, Nevada. And I'm going to play the lyric video for that right now. So with that being said, after this, we're done. This song is going to end, and the stream will end when the song ends. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to thank the guests for coming on and hanging out. Until
I appreciate
next
you
week,
for having me, bro.
When we meet again, we'll have a new guest on for you. But for now, let's just jam out to this lyric video that Coherent put together for the Taking My Time song that I just dropped.
Hey, before will you pause it real quick, Obese?
Sorry, bud.
Sure, probably get them fire beats.
This money is made, you get what you pay. You work 9 to 5, you get fucked enslaved. Never say much, that just get in the way. 40 plus hours to barely break even. The capitalists are running this shit. I swear that they laughing while we just keep screaming. What is the meaning of life and gun squeezing? This needing to fight, breathing so light, tiptoeing through life, depressed and not right. Drugs in your system, they mixed up with Sprite. That time up in prison compressed all my sight. Having a baby, it gave me new life, a reason for living, a reason to fight. So I say fuck the system, I'm living my truth. I never tell lies when I spit in the booth. Existing with knowledge, persistent with carnage. We write all the time and we stay on the grind. Taking my time, elevating my mind. Sometimes I could die and sometimes I could live. Contemplate life and then anew begin. Write all the time and we stay on the grind. Taking my time, elevating my mind. Sometimes I could die and sometimes I could live. Contemplate life and then anew begin.
I'll never break, stress, give and take. I'll never stop, there is no break. I am awake, I'll move and shake. Raise every stake, past him awake. No time for grief, no time for sleep. Reap what I sow, life is a cheap. Life is the beat, this is my heart. If you never stop, it'll never start. Take time to think, watch circles shrink. Find missing links, throw kitchen sinks. Grind on the brink, mind is a sink. Weaponize words, lines with the ink. Hunger for truth, not with the group. Only for you, now show and prove. Never played a fool, hate is my fuel. Mic is my tool, mind is a jewel. Chrome plated, diamond in the rough located. Give me what I'm worth, prorated. I'm the stars in the sky, gold painted. You will never see my glow faded. Story of my life notated in the raps, nothing left unstated. This a foreign language translated. Ill-fated, don't understand. Can't conquer me, I'm in command. Not afraid to draw lines in the sand. Wanna hate, I don't give a damn. One man band here to beat. Getting to this point, spin a feet. World in my hands from the sweet. Elevate your mind, take a seat.
We write all the time and we stay on the grind. Taking my time, elevating my mind. Sometimes I could die and sometimes I could live. Contemplate life and then anew begin. We write all the time and we stay on the grind. Taking my time, elevating my mind. Sometimes I could die and sometimes
I could live. Contemplate life and then anew begins. Enemies close, friends they stay closer. They trying to test me, their life will be over. It's been 14 years that I've been this sober. I'm just getting started, my life it ain't over. My story is something you'd watch in a movie, like Scarface, Tony, some coke and jacuzzis, automatic rifles, some Max and some Uzis. I always stay strapped with a Glock and some Coogee. My point is I've grown from the man that I was. I'm bigger and better than the pain that I caused. I know I'm not perfect, I got many flaws. Back in the day, I broke many laws. I elevated to a whole nother level. The way I slay verses and beast instrumental. I know I'm doing good, my foot to the pedal. I love all my haters, to me they are special. We write all the time and we stay on the grind. Taking my time, elevating my mind. Sometimes I could die and sometimes I could live. Contemplate life and then anew begin. We write all the time and we stay on the grind. Taking my time, elevating my mind. Sometimes I could die and sometimes